Welcome back to the Takeout. Welcome to the Conversation Corner. Metaphorically speaking, the wheels of democracy are turning slowly in California, not because they're broken, but because they're following a predicted and predictable pattern of complying with California law. We are still awaiting declared winners in two pretty high-profile primaries. 3.5 million ballots are still to be counted. 60% of the vote has been tallied in the governor's race, 64% tallied in the Los Angeles mayor's race. The process, slow though it may be, is following the law, but it has led to some frustration and recently unsubstantiated, baseless conspiracy theories. CBS News election law expert and contributor David Becker joins me now. He's also the executive director of the Center for Election Innovation and Research, and by the way, co-author of a most excellent book called The Big Truth. Anyway, David, explain to my audience what California does, what are the rules. And we had a live picture of the LA County processing facility. You can see it right there. It's transparent. You can watch it all the time. Walk us through this.
Yeah, so first of all, we should recognize that it might not seem like it, but every state that had a June 2nd primary is still counting some ballots. That's just the way it works always. We've never completed ballot counts immediately.
California's a big state, lots of ballots.
Lots of ballots. It also has some additional considerations that maybe some other states don't. A lot of the Western states do have a lot of mail ballots. It's not just the blue states like California and Washington. It's also red states like Arizona. Utah has almost all mail ballots. And mail ballots take a little more time to process because you need to validate. Yeah, you're confirming that the right person sent it back in with signatures and other information. You're confirming that it was sent in on time. You're confirming that they didn't try to vote through some other means, so they didn't double vote. It's important that all take place.
And there's a grace period as long as a ballot in the mail is postmarked by Election Day.
Yeah, but those ballots are actually a very small percentage. What's really happening here is a tremendous number of people dropped their ballots off on Election Day, on the actual Election Day, which they're, of course, completely entitled to do.
Right.
But there's a huge number of ballots that were dropped off that day. And those ballots, of course, can't start to be validated until after that, until after election night, because they're reporting out everything else. Just in Orange County and Los Angeles County alone, just those two of California's 57 counties, about 1 million ballots were dropped off on Election Day itself.
So the process of verifying takes time. So when it is taking time, that doesn't mean something is dysfunctional. That means it is functional.
That's right. And as you saw from the live feed, there are also observers throughout that facility. They're
Republican and Democrat.
That's right. For the candidates and the parties and the campaigns, there was also a visit from someone from the U.S. Attorney's Office in L.A. They're not hiding anything. It's one of the most transparent things you can possibly imagine. I've been in that facility.
And yet there is a U.S. attorney in Los Angeles who said today they've opened numerous investigations.
I mean, look, if there was legitimate fraud, that's always appropriate to look into. But there's certainly no credible allegation of that at this point. This is happening just like everyone knew it would. And yet we're seeing it's almost like they were ready for this. The grifters and the conspiracy theorists and the paid influencers and the foreign governments were all ready to start sowing the seeds of discontent about this election.
Yes.
And this is an election in which, let's be honest, the Republican is leading the governor's race right now.
Steve Hilton.
Yeah. So that's not uncommon.
And Spencer Pratt and the mayor's race is running very well.
That's right. So this is not, there's nothing unusual here.
Right.
It's just, it seems as if there are people who are profiting off of, the kind of conspiracy theories that we've seen so often in the past.
Verification, following the law, sometimes it takes a while. David Becker, always a pleasure.